What's going on TikTok? I wanted to make a little video about achieving goals because I just achieved a goal that I've been working real hard for a long time, and um, I've been through a real kind of hard time lately, really the last 10 years. And now that I've achieved my goal, I don't feel like I like am enjoying reaching that goal as much as I should have, because when you're working towards your goal, if you're kind of miserable the whole time and not happy, when you reach that goal, it's not gonna make you as happy as if you enjoyed the ride achieving that goal. Let me explain what I mean. Um, I had a house, real good credit for many years, and I was injured in the war, and then I lived in Virginia. I got married to my wife. She was from the Philippines. Uh, I couldn't hold a job down, and I lost my house. We moved to Florida, and my grandmother broke her hip. So we moved in with my grandmother, and I started self-medicating because I had real bad PTSD and a lot of pain in my body. So that happened. We're taking care of my grandmother. That was real hectic, and me and my wife just slowly started kind of drifting apart. We weren't communicating well. We had a little baby boy, and he was getting bigger, and man, I love him to death. He's like my whole world. But he was he would sleep in the bed with us, and as he got older, he would always like get in between us. Whenever we would try to hug each other or something, he would always get in the middle. So that was happening. And taking care of my grandmother 5 years, she was 90 something. It was real hectic. People in and out, getting up all hours of the night. So anyways, we went through that. She passed away, and then we got our own place, a real nice little condo, not condo, but duplex, Satellite Beach, Florida. And it just so happened that my neighbor was this lady. She was a big drug dealer. I didn't know it, but after like 2 weeks, I was kind of figuring something was going on. And the police raided her home, and I had given her boyfriend my phone because I bought a new phone, and he lost his or something. And they were making drug deals with my phone, so the police thought I was involved. I got arrested. I was in jail for 3 months. And after that, things really went south between me and my wife. So that happened. Then we moved to uh, Melbourne, Florida. And my mom sold my vehicle when I was in jail, my truck. So I didn't have a vehicle for like 2 years. I was just staying at home watching my son. My wife was working all the time. She said she was picking up work because she worked 3 nights a week, and she'd pick up 2 more nights. She was gone all the time. On her time off, she was making plans. So I started thinking that something was going on, but I would bury it inside because I grew up with my dad. I just didn't want to face it. And then both her parents passed away in the Philippines. And her family was calling every freaking day. My wife was crying. This went on for like 4 years because her mom died and her dad got sick. It was always involving money because we were doing anything possible to help them. So, that became an issue. And then after that happened, my mom got sick. So I was spending all my time taking care of my mom. And we just drifted apart. We started arguing all the time. And it was terrible. And then finally something happened where I had to face the issue that she was having an affair. And, I had a decision to make. And I looked and I blamed myself for what happened because I was not giving her the attention she deserves. I mean, she in so many ways, she's a great wife. And I just wasn't giving her the attention she deserves. I was depressed. I was overweight. I lost like 50, 60 pounds. Look at my old videos and look at this video, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I blame myself in that respect. You know, there's things she could have done differently, of course, but it broke my heart, you know. Because after my mom died, I promised myself I was going to put a lot more into the marriage. And it was too late. So anyways, now I'm dealing with trust issues, you know. And the thing is, we're getting along great now because we decided to try. And I'm doing everything I should have done a long time ago. Some of it's financial, like I booked us a cruise, got her a new wedding band and diamond, things like that I should have done a long time ago, you know. But we're just getting along great now. Everything's better than it ever was. And, you know, but I still have this insecurity inside me that she might be seeing this other guy still, because I feel like they were seeing each other for a long time. She says it was a one-night stand thing, but I don't know. But so I'm seeing a therapist. We're seeing therapists and stuff like that. And the point of me making this video is, you know, if you're in a relationship, we've been together 17 years. It's so easy to drift apart because now that we're getting along good and everything, I look back and I'm like, why was I like that? Why was she like that? It's like we were two total strangers. And now it's like we're best friends again. And it happened so quickly. So, you know, if you're in a relationship having trouble, talk to each other. If your husband doesn't listen to you, go slap him and say, hey, man, wake up, wake the fuck up and listen to me. You know, and tell him what you need from him. If you're the man, you know, give your lady the attention she deserves every day. You can't do what I did and get complacent. I feel like I wasted so many years, you know, even though we were going through a tough time. I should have always paid my wife the attention she deserves, and I didn't do it. So I can't hold her accountable for what happened, you know. So that's my point of making this video. And the other thing is, I just got approved to buy a house to do the VA home loan. And I've worked for years because I lost my house when we moved to Florida, my house in Virginia. 2008 happened, and I was like $60,000 underwater on that house. And I always told myself I was going to flip that house and move to Florida, take care of my mom. So I had to make a decision. Do I stay there and keep the house, or do I come down and take care of my mom? So I decided to come down here. And it's taken me years to rebuild my credit. And my wife's dream was always to have her a house again. And she had lost faith in me. You know, my whole family did. I would tell them I'm working hard on my credit. They didn't believe me, or they didn't listen. Let's put it that way. So I wasn't enjoying reaching that goal. I was self-medicating. I was unhappy in the marriage. I was having a hard time dealing with all these people dying and stuff. So I didn't enjoy the ride to reaching that goal. So when it happened and I was approved for the house, I think to myself how much better it would have been if I would have enjoyed reaching that goal. And I could have done that if I would have kept the communication with my wife and our marriage was happy, and, you know, not been so down on myself, been proud of what I was doing, helping my family. If I would have had a better attitude when I reached that goal, I would have been so much happier. You see what I'm saying? So when you're working towards your goals, you have to be happy in your life to really appreciate it when you reach that goal. That's all I'm trying to say. So, you know, treat each other good, work hard, enjoy the time it takes to reach your goals, and just enjoy life, man. Don't get like I was, down and out, depressed, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you can look at this video, then look at my old ones, and you'll see how I look different. I feel better. So that's all I got to say. Thank you.